Fan 24 Liberty Marine. We currently know little of this engine's history. We do not know when it was built, but believe it was done for Saul Zito for use in one of his Zito plane boats. It has been sitting in storage in one collection or another for perhaps the last 80 years. It has yet never been disassembled and inspected. Thus, we only know what we can ascertain from external inspection. The layout is a fan-type 24-cylinder composed of 4 banks of 6 cylinders utilizing standard Liberty cylinders, ignition system, and cam assemblies. In order to be able to utilize as many standard Liberty parts as possible, the designer made the included angle 45 degrees between each bank of cylinders. In this manner, he could use standard Liberty ignition with each pair of outside banks operating as a standard 12-cylinder engine. With the angle between the center banks also being 25 degrees, a standard set of intake manifolds and carburetors could be used to feed those banks. The 2 outside banks use special manifolds set up to use a single standard US 52 carburetor. The end result was that virtually all ignition components were standard, and with the exception of 2 special intake manifolds, so was the fuel feed system. The crankcase, and master link rod assembly systems were of course unique for the engine. On the rear of the engine was a starter driving a double set of step-down gears through a chain and sprocket system. At that position is also mounted a control panel made by Otto Engine Works of St. Paul, the builder of Capital Liberty Marine conversions. It would have been convenient for the builder to use an available panel. Thus, this does not prove or disprove Capital as a possible builder. The engine was built to serve as a marine unit and is equipped with a clutch, flywheel, and reverse gear, which appears to have been built specifically for the engine. Exhaust-fed, water-cooled manifolds for each cylinder bank. Considering the use of standard Liberty components, it would be logical to assume the output of the engine would be about double that for a standard Liberty 12A, about 850 horsepower at 1800 RPM. The author knows of no other production Liberty conversions and doubt that there were any, since they left no trail of attempting any widespread sales through advertising. We were very fortunate to have, working for Anderson Antique Boats, Scott Boyce, who completed this motor from very little detail to start with. It runs excellently, and we're very excited for his work. He continues to rebuild antique engines and is probably one of the most knowledgeable antique engine builders in the United States.